I am a man, a male, so I can tell you how this man thinks. I'm not anyone else, so I don't know how other men think. I can assume, I can presume, I can deduce, I can infer, but I don't know what other people think. I'm a man, I'm a male. I am not a woman. So I can observe women, I can generalize what women do, but I will never be a woman, hopefully. So I will never be able to tell you exactly how a woman thinks. So I just find it funny when I listen to both men and women, how so many people want to tell you why somebody is doing what they do. Unless you have really interacted with that person, unless you've really talked to them, you really don't know why they're doing what they're doing. You know why you think the way you think, but you'll never know what is the motivation for somebody else. I can assume this is what I think. I can assume that's why they're doing what they're doing, but I will never know what they're doing and why they're doing it unless they tell me. So I just find it funny when I listen to so many people, because I love to listen to people because I love to study humanity. I'm trying to understand. I'm always trying to get your perspective. When I listen to so many people speak, I'm like, where do you make these deductions? Where do you make these conclusions? How do you get that information? You just jump from here to there. You're just like, man, you got a better vertical leap than Michael Jordan and Zion Williams combined in one, you know? It's like, man, what, you Zach LaVine Jr. or something? I don't get it. Carl Lewis, you're so fast to get to where you're trying to go. Usain Bolt. So just when I listen to people, when I listen to them, I'm always thinking, man, do you really think you understand people like that? Because I sure don't. That's why I'm always amazed and perplexed by how the way people feel. That's why I always you hear me say, right and wrong is subjective, because what is right for me may not be right for you. I'm a person who's different. I love listening to my brothers speak. I roll with my brothers on lots of things, but I don't always agree. I agree with certain things and I disagree with other things. So when I hear a lot of men bashing other men or bashing women, I just really can't relate. Now, I do think that people need to be realistic. It's always subjective, truthfully, because what's realistic to you may not be realistic to me. I can tell people all day that the world is round and somebody else is flat. And if I can't prove it to them, they will never believe me. So the flat earth is real to certain people. You get what I'm saying? So I let people live in their fantasy. I'm a person who I don't try to confuse. Morality and ethics are they're tied. It's not like you have your own personal code of ethics or you have your own views of morality, but most likely somebody taught you that. It's not natural. It's enforced by society and civilization through tradition or through laws. That's what it is. So a lot of people say, why would this person do that? And why would this person do that? But what they're doing is natural. You naturally want to eat. You naturally want to procreate. That's natural. Now, stopping yourself from doing what you want to do by laws or feelings, is that really as natural as what you really want to do? When you're hungry, you really want to eat. But then when you don't want to, you stop yourself from eating when you know that you should. Is that natural? So a lot of things people argue about what people do, they're doing what their nature wants them to do. I like to smile. Maybe you don't. Maybe you want to be angry. But you have all the right to do that. That's your choice. I'm not trying to force you to do anything. Well, the problem is we have to live in a society with other people, and we have to agree upon certain things. Synology, I love that. So you may not want to do certain things, but you do it because what society says. I'm a person who I adhere to certain rules. We all do. But truthfully, I want to be free. And I don't care what you do as long as you don't bring it to me. I'm not trying to cause you pain. I always say the same things. I'm all about fun, love, and freedom more than anything. I want peace. I'm not trying to bring you drama. I want you to have a great day. I want you to smile. I don't want you to be broke. I don't want you to be hungry. I don't want you to be homeless unless you choose to be. And if you choose to be, it's on you. I'm not going to shame you if you want to live in an RV or if you want to buy a mansion. I'm not going to shame you if you want to help a million people or you selfish, you want to help yourself. Just don't hurt other people. Now, sometimes we can be oblivious to the acts we take and how it impacts other people's lives. It happens to me, you know. I'm not always cognizant of I missed the trash can and not picking up the piece of trash. I should be, because it could be hurting the environment. But a lot of times I just don't care. And that's what people don't get. Man, there's so many people I love and I appreciate them. It's people, I say it all the time, that when they comment on one of my videos on YouTube, it makes me feel so great. You will never know how much I smile. Elizabeth comments, or my brother Derek, or people who comment, or BGS. Sometimes you show up and I'm like, man, it's interesting. I mean, if people give me 1 second to listen, just listen to me, I feel great. I don't think I'm the best orator on the planet Earth. There's people way better than me. There's people that care more than I do, but I care. My brother Metro, different people, Angel, just different people I can name. Hushay, sometimes Solomon Jones. People come and check me out, and it means something. But even all these people that I'm speaking, we don't all have the same ideology. We don't have the same beliefs. Somebody may believe this, somebody may believe that. Do you? I'm not trying to bring you pain. I don't care what you do. Just don't bring it to me. I'm always about upliftment. First, I'm going to say this. I'm a human. I'm about humanity first. I don't know what form of government is best for the people. I don't know who should be in charge of what. I want the best person that's in charge to be in charge. And I can't generalize and say this group is better than that group because we really don't know. We can scientifically measure people and say this person is stronger than the other. We can say women give birth, men give sperm. We can say these things. However, can I say that objectively that all men are smarter than women or all women are smarter than men? I cannot. And from what I've studied, there's really no difference in the level of intelligence and how we comprehend things, how we see things is different. And both men and women are different. But there's always variations, aberrations. There's genetic mutations and anomalies. So when we try to put everybody in a box or a group or a globe, I'm making a globe, you can't do it. So I guess this is what my problem is when I interact with people, because I want people just to let people live. Let somebody live. Let them live. Let me live. If you think something's wrong with my face, say, you can say it. But you can say it in a way where, hey, Charles, there's something's wrong with your face. You don't got to yell at me. Hey, man, your face, man. What's wrong with your face? What's wrong with you? Why you come out of the house like that? Do you think I want to hear it like that? I don't. So that's why I'm kind of always thinking about YouTube in a different way. I get happy. Or I can get sad. Not how you think, but I get sad because it's like humans don't love humans. I love humans. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what your heritage is, your culture. You're not less than me. We can interact. We can associate. If you don't understand my plight, talk to me. That's how we learn. Even people that go to war, to stop the war, they got to be able to talk to each other. So it's always going to be wrong and it's always going to be right. But you got to understand that people are people and we all want the same thing. Overall, it's to survive, unless you don't. So let people live, man. Let people be in their own reality. Let people do what they do. If I can help you in any which way, I'll say this. One of my favorite books is The Four Agreements. Keep your word, try your best, don't take anything personal, and never assume. And that's what I try to do. I try to keep my word. I'm always trying to do whatever my best is, and my best varies from day to day. I don't take really anything personal, even if, again, a heated argument is more funny than me than most people know, because when people say so many things that are contradictory, I just laugh at it, especially when you state a belief is fact, because it's a belief. You believe this. When you say something that can't be scientifically proven, it's just how you were raised. It's a belief. Darn it. It's a belief. It's not a fact. You believe it. Theories, laws, and facts. And hypothesis, and they're all different things. You can have a question about something, it's a hypothesis. Then you can make it where you can test it out and have a theory about it, right? Then, when it's proved is a fact, and when it's unbreakable is a law. But even laws can change. So I don't know. Just talking to people, just how I see people, it just blows my mind. I don't understand you. That's why I like talking to you all. I want you to come to the comments and say, Charles, you're so boring. But what I find interesting, I think other people really don't find interesting. What I find interesting is just the silliness of people that the stuff that you don't think is silly. Like, I don't care what other people do at all. I don't. What I eat is what I eat. It doesn't affect you. You're not my child. You're not my spouse. You're not my. You're always my human family, but you're not my employer or my employee. You know what I mean? So what you do matters not. It doesn't stop me from living. It doesn't stop me from thinking. And as long as you stay over there, I'm good with you. So love who you want to love. Kiss on a tree. Kiss a doggy. I don't care, gross or not, to who it was. Do you live your life? Be happy. Cultural norms vary from group to group. How I was raised is probably not how you were raised. And I don't even agree with my own parents on certain things because I think certain things are silly. I grew up in a house where the special occasion room, and that never made sense to me, especially when your house ain't that big. How you have a special occasion room? Room should be used, especially if there's space to use it. I'm in my brain, I want to be a minimalist. I'm trying, but it just takes so much discipline. I'm lacking in discipline in that part. I'm getting there though, because I'm always trying to have stuff that I need and nothing more. I got one of those automatic back massagers. Only use it like 4 or 5 times, but I bought it because every now and then you may want a massage, and that's why for me, I don't know about you, that's why I need ladies around me. I need you to rub my back, rub my back. I pay you for it. I go to the masseuse, but if you come over, I pay you more. Anyway, I'm just being silly. Just learn to love people, man. That's what I'm about. Love people, accept differences. Don't take anything too personal. You never know what someone else is thinking. No matter how much you think you know other people, you will never know. You only know what they would tell you. And what I do know about me is I'm the hoodie king. I don't always wear hoodies, but when I do, I'm the king. All right. I hope everybody feels great. Have a great one. Another dose of just feel great. That's what it is. But I don't know what I'm gonna name it, but we'll come up with something.